Hey everyone, congratulations for making it this far. We were able to set up our sales funnel. We were able to get everything all ready and set, get our email marketing campaign set up. In the previous step, you were able to take, some of the email swipes that I provided. You kind of went through each day, 5 to 7, no more than 10 days of an email a sequence. You're able to go through and write all of those emails, get the links ready, get everything ready. And I am so excited that you made it this far. And today in this video, we're going to be going over testing your new sales funnel. So one of the core principles that I have learned in my marketing journey is that you never run traffic. You never ever start a Facebook ad, Google AdWords, a YouTube video. You never do anything until you first make sure that your entire setup is set up properly. There's nothing more disastrous than sending people to a funnel that is not working properly, that is wasted effort, wasted marketing dollars, and wasted opportunity for potential new customers that are not able to become customers because the emails aren't being sent out properly. The button is not working on your sales funnel for them to enter their information. Whatever it may be, we've got to make sure we test everything before we actually drive traffic. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're inside of my ClickFunnels account, and we're on a sales funnel that I created. It's kind of a new project that I started, and it's basically an affiliate offer teaching people how to make money online. And what they do is they sign up for some products and services, and then what they do is they actually take this funnel and they use it for themselves, and they use it to promote, and they're able to make commissions and to be able to make an income from it. So what I did as a test, I created this just to kind of use it and kind of see how it works. Just kind of like a side hustle that I'm kind of working on, just to experiment with it, because it's just kind of fun sometimes, just to kind of funnel hack and find out what's working, what's not working, so that I can apply the principles to my primary business, which is helping small business owners crush it in their business. And so anyway, we're inside of my ClickFunnels account. We're on this new funnel that I was able to get a hold of. What I want to do is I want to go through the process in which I personally test everything out. And then when I know that everything is optimized and working properly, that is when I go and I drive traffic. I'll run a Facebook ad, I'll do a Facebook post, I'll do an Instagram story, I'll do a YouTube video, run some Google AdWords. I mean, it's just limitless how you can get customers. What I'm excited about is after this training, we are going to start diving in to all of the traffic strategies that are out there. I'm going to give you some pointers, do some tutorials, show you what I personally think is the best methods today, and several methods that I think could be great tomorrow, and maybe a couple other methods that I don't personally use, probably really wouldn't recommend, but I will give them to you so that you could be objective and basically choose what you believe is going to work for you. So let's go ahead and go through the process. So we're inside of the funnel. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to check the URL, and I want to make sure that it's set up properly, because when I'm doing my email marketing or when I'm running my traffic, I need to know which URL to send the traffic to. And what you do is the very first step in the funnel is where you're going to be sending traffic to, which is going to be here. So what you can simply do is you can copy it. You can either visit the funnel URL here, or you can simply click here, or you can click there. I mean, there's a million options. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click on the link. And what it's going to do is actually going to open up the funnel. I can take a look at everything. I can check out the headline, the subheadline. I can make sure that the video is working properly. Let's go ahead and check it out.
This is a test. Of your ability to
Okay, so everything looks great. The video works properly. So let's go ahead and pause it. I have a little bit of a countdown timer to create urgency. So basically, it'll kind of give people the psychological, subconscious thinking of, oh, I only have 15 minutes to do this. I got to hurry up. So it's kind of a strategy that I learned. And then all I'm asking for here is just the email address because I'm just running some simple tests. If you're a local business, you're going to want the name, email address, and phone number. Those are going to be very important. If you're a digital marketer and you're just running some offers for a free book or for product or service, you may not necessarily want the phone number. You might just want the name and the email address. But a tip that I have learned from some of the top marketers in the industry is that whenever you're running a sales funnel offer, the more information that you ask for, the lower your conversion rates will be. What that means is that when you're asking for more information other than a name and an email address, if you're asking for a phone number, if you're asking additional questions, then what that's going to do, it's actually going to lower the amount of people that are actually going to take action and fill out that information. That's something that across the board in all sales funnels, the more information you ask for, the less opt-ins, the less signups that you're going to get. It's just the way it works. So the less information, the better. But if you're a chiropractor, real estate agent, and you need to be able to actually contact these leads via phone, you need to ask for the phone number. Email address should always be asked for because we're going to be running email marketing campaigns in every single project, company, local business, digital marketing that I can possibly think of. We always want to ask for the email address. Phone number, let's see here. Name is not really necessarily something that you have to ask for. I really don't ask for the name that often. It just depends on the offer. So what we're going to do is this is the very first page. We're going to go back here. We're going to go to step number 2. Then what we're going to do is we're actually going to make sure that it's functioning properly. The URL is correct. The video works. And what we do is we're actually going to go through all of the buttons and we're going to make sure that everything works. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go to the very first page and I'm going to enter a real email address. I'm probably going to blur it out for my privacy, but I'm going to enter a real email address. And the reason I'm going to do that is I'm going to make sure that the email sequence that I've already set up over here in GetResponse, I'm going to make sure that it's actually set up and working properly. So what I have here is I have the very first initial email that I created. And as you can see, it's set on 0, which means it's going to be sent out immediately. This shows how many emails were delivered, the open rate, and then the click-through rate. So if you sent one email and then it was delivered, and then one person opened the email and actually read it, and then they clicked on the link that's inside the email. So that's how the process works. We just want to make sure that we have at least a few emails set up. That way we want to make sure that whenever I enter the email address or when people enter their email address, the email sequence is going to be automatically sent out. So we're going to go to the actual funnel we're going to test. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through all of the steps. We're going to go through each page of the funnel, here, and so on. We're going to make sure that each page is working properly. We're going to make sure the buttons are working properly. And then what we're going to do is we're going to check our email, and we're going to make sure that the very first email sequence that is sent out immediately is actually sent out. And if there's any links inside the email, we test those. So that's going to be the process. So here's the very first page of the funnel. What we're going to do is I'm actually going to enter a real email address. I'm going to have it blurred out that way, for privacy reasons, but I've already entered it. What I'm going to do is click on submit and move forward. What it's going to do now is going to go to the next page in the funnel, and it looks like everything is set up properly. And once you click on this button, I've already tested it, ahead of time. I know that it works, and it's going to open up. An affiliate program that's available. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click on this button, which is the next step in the funnel. Okay, so it's going over here, and we have 3 different buttons, and everything looks good. Of course, I'm going to test all the videos. I'm going to make sure that it all works properly. Just kind of go through. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the first button. Now, I already know what this is, and I've already tested it. I'm not going to test it, in front of you, because it's going to import a sales funnels into my ClickFunnels account. I don't really want to do that because I've already done it. I've already tested it. And then I've already tested this button, so I know it works. But for the purpose of this training, your buttons, you need to click on all of them, and you want to make sure that they all work properly. Let's go ahead and click on, go to the next step. And the same thing over here. I've already tested this button. I know that it works. The video is fine. We're going to click on the next step. And congratulations, your machine is launched and live. So it's basically as if I was a potential customer, or I was the traffic, and it was as if I went through and tested it. And one thing I actually forgot to do that I should mention to you is one thing you can do actually, and this is something you probably, especially when you're dealing with affiliate marketing or you're dealing with digital marketing, you don't have to necessarily do this, but this is just a tip. What you can do is you can actually just copy this link, open up a new window, but click over here if you're on Windows. I'm not sure how to do this if you're on Mac, but what you want to do is open in a incognito window. And what that means is this is as if you're a brand new lead, traffic, or whatever, and it's as if there are no cookies, no catch, no history being tracked, and you're able to see it as if you are a brand new person on a brand new computer. That's all that is. Opening an incognito window, you simply just click on the little, three tabs there. Just click on that little button there. What's going to do is going to be there's no cookies are going to be tracked, no cache, no history, no nothing. It's as if you're brand new. So that's just a little quick tip for you. So we're on the last page of the sales funnel, and I've already tested this button. I've already tested this one. Goes to a Facebook group. I have some banner images I included. I've already tested them. They work properly. So that is the process. That's the process of going through the entire sales funnel, making sure that each URL is set up properly. And again, if you want to change how step 2 is going to be perceived inside of the URL, all you need to do is just simply click on publishing. And then, you can edit the funnel name that goes there, and then you can edit the URL. Of course, remember, it has to all be one word. And that's basically how that works. What I want to do now is we're going to pull up, we're going to go ahead and pull up my email, and we're going to check and see if it was sent like it's supposed to be. So there's two ways that we can check to make sure that the email that I entered on the landing page, if it was sequenced properly and actually sent out. So one of the things we could do is we can go to our email autoresponder, and for the purpose of this course, we're going to be using GetResponse. And what I could do is actually just refresh the screen. And we go over here to the initial email. We're actually going to see that 2 emails were delivered. And the reason why is because I actually did it twice just to make sure that it wasn't going to spam. But anyway, you're able to see that the email was delivered and that it's 100% open rate, which means both emails were opened. And then there's no links in this specific email because it's more of an engagement email, basically asking what is your monthly goal as far as income, what's your personal goal, reply to this message. And it's more of an engagement email than anything. And so there's not going to be any clicks. But if I had, for example, on this email, if I have a link, and let's say that 3 out of 10 leads click on the actual link, that means you're going to have a 30%, I think it's a 3% click-through rate, I believe. I think that's the right math. But anyway, here's another thing we're going to do. We're actually going to check out, we're going to go to my iPhone. It's pretty cool how I can do this. I'm actually going to show you my iPhone. And we're going to go ahead and check the email over here on my Ymail account. And as you can see, that very first email, it did go through. And there it is. You can see it's from GetResponse. And everything looks great. It's a nice engagement email. I can see that the information is on the bottom of the email, which is correct. There's an unsubscribe button, link, which is required by law, and it definitely works. That's great. The test was a success. Now, once you see that that your sales funnel is optimized and set up properly, that you're able to go through all of the all the pages and steps, all the buttons work, the email autoresponders kicking in automatically, and once you see that everything is set up properly, now you will be able to go ahead and start your very first traffic campaign. And so that's actually we're going to start covering in the next series of training videos, tutorial videos. We're actually going to be taking a look at some things like doing Facebook ads, setting up a business Facebook business page, fan page, taking a look at doing Google AdWords, Bing, YouTube videos, search engine optimization. We're going to be taking a look at a lot of different things. We're going to look at media buying, banner ads, and there's just so many different options that are out there. And one of the biggest recommendations that I have is that when you are selecting a traffic strategy for your business, to only select one, but no more than two, and to concentrate on one or two, to become really good at it, to become a master of it before you add any other methods that are out there. I know a lot of marketers that they will get everything ready, and then they'll go out and run Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads, do Facebook marketing, YouTube marketing, Instagram marketing, try to do Google AdWords, try to do SEO, and they do it all at once, and they just don't see the results that they want. And it's because they're trying to do too much at once and not putting the right focus in just one or two places. So that's some things that we're going to be going over in the next series of videos to try to help you out. And of course, there's some other things that we need to do. We need to be tracking and optimizing all of our clicks and leads that are going to be coming through, and I'm going to show you how to do that. There's some other stuff, other settings, other things to kind of look at. I'll make sure and try to cover as much as I can because the goal and the vision that I have for this course is to give you the most comprehensive course available today for small businesses that have an existing business and or has a brand new idea and passion in mind for starting and growing a business. And so what we're going to do is we're going to be taking your business from A to Z, from start to finish, from start to success. And my goal is for you to become extremely successful in your business. In order for you to do that, you have to have the right tools and the right setup and framework in place for you to be successful. And that is the point of this entire course. So I want to congratulate you for making it to this part. And if you have, you're here with me now and you're watching this video and you've done all of the steps, that shows me several things. It shows me you're serious, shows me that you're willing to put the work in, and it also shows me that you are going to become successful. And that is my goal for you, to be able to take your business to the next level. And I'll see you in the next training.